All right, so let's have a look at what happens if I take these words and I throw it into the past tense. Now, there are two words in the past, or two verbs that you need to remember for past tense, and that is this word het and ge. And I want you to specially focus on ge, because I almost want to say that going forward into time is easier, but going backwards is like all right. And what happens is when this sentence goes through time, it has to force the verb right back into time. And when that happens, ge comes into play, and ge is quite a funny one. So let me show you what happens. So when I go back into time, ek obviously will always stay the same. And then we have het. Now het comes and basically says, I don't want funny things here. So as sit is coming back through time, het comes and hits sit or kicks him right to the end of the sentence and takes its place because he feels he's very important. And as sit goes to the back of the sentence, it changes because it just had to put on, like, you know, one of these things that you have to put on your head to protect it, like a helmet. And then ge, because it's hurt now, gets the ge. All right. So there we have ek het gesit. Ek het gesit. But don't forget that we still have two other words. So let's have a look what happens here. So just to make it easier, because I don't have a lot of space, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the sentence from top to bottom. Ek het gesit. Okay, that's one word, so I'm keeping them together. Vandag runs back. Unfortunately, vandag becomes gister. And then always in Afrikaans, you'll always have the verbs right at the end. Like I said, remember, het kicks gesit right to the end. And then buite comes just before then. Ek het gister buite gesit. So let's quickly analyze this sentence quickly. All right, here we go. Ek het is a verb. Gesit is also a verb. Gister is my time traveling word. And buite is my object. All right, so what changed? You can see here SVTO. It still stays SVTO. The only thing that happens here is that this gets added when you go to the past. Why? Because the crash test dummy had to attach itself to sit after het kicked it to the back of the sentence. All right. Good. So let's quickly see if we can take another word like that. Perhaps that will make more sense if I quickly type another word. So remember I said you have is and was and soul. So I'm going to do one like that as well. So let's say I'm going to use the word Piet. Oh, wait a minute. And Piet is a subject, so it's yellow. All right. And I'm going to say, I'm going to give him his, almost like his, what should we call it? How old he is. His age. All right. Good. Let's have a look. We have Piet. And we have is. And we have 10. So there's Piet. And what I'm saying is Piet is 10. All right. Now, if you remember what I also said is that you can also add vandag. Vandag loves to attach itself to the verb. All right. So let's see if it's correct. Yes, that's my subject. Yes, that's my verb. Yes, that's my time traveling word. And yes, that's my object. Can you see how easy that is? Now, if I'm going to throw this into the past, let's see what happens. Piet Is can't go through because is that one word that cannot go through. Is becomes was. Vandag cannot also not go through. So it becomes gister and 10 goes through. And there you have it. Piet was gister 10. And it's again SVTO. Can you see that? All right, so this is a different kind of sentence than the first one that I had there. All right, so let's put that one back. I'm going to put Piet some here at the top. We could perhaps use him a little bit later. But remember, was always goes there. Is also one of those words that have to stay there, and vandag will always stay there. So let's just do one sentence more. Perhaps that will help you. And then after I'm done with that, I will stop the video and you can watch the next one. All right. So let's quickly look at another sentence, just so that you can see it's actually not that difficult. All right. So the teacher, no, let's make it a short sentence. Birdie, all right, loves, oopsie daisy, all right, food. Hope you're not getting hungry now. All right, so here we have a sentence. The subject is birdie, birdie. The verb is loves, loves. Ooh, I'm writing in English, eh? Ooh, I'm so funny. All right. Birdie, I'm going to keep. I'm going to change loves. Birdie, sing. All right. Okay, birdie, sing. And all I'm going to do now is just do that. Birdie, sing vandag. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Remember, there's no object, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, birdie can go back. Birdie. Now, remember what Het does. Het hears there's another verb coming, and he doesn't like that. So the moment that sing comes through, he kicks him right to the end. And sing becomes gesing. And vandag can't go through, so vandag becomes gister. So let's read the sentence. Birdie het gister gesing. Good. So I'll see you in the next video and we'll carry on with this example. But then we're going to take the two sentences into the future.